Hello everyone! For those of you who don't know, I am a huge fan of the Japanese game show Sasuke. And for those of you who don't know what that is, it's known as Ninja Warrior in many other countries. And in Japan, it's airing this Sunday, so I decided I'm going to give a little bit of predictions what I think is going to happen. Let's start with the All-Stars, namely Nagano, Makoto Nagano. Only the second person to ever beat all 4 stages of the show. And this is out of 2,200 people. Yeah. So, last time he failed the first stage, which is something that's very rare for him. So, I'm thinking he's going to do better. I think he's going to make it to the 3rd stage, but I think he's going to get stopped by the gliding ring. I'm not sure why. It's just, it seems like, I don't know, it's like, I want him to make the final stage again, I just don't think it's gonna happen, and just don't really have a good excuse for any of the other obstacles, quite frankly. Moving on, the firefighter from Gifu, Toshihiro Takeda. He is the only all-star of the 6 who has never made it to the final stage, and unfortunately I don't think he's going to do it this time either. I would like to see him, I really do. I'm always rooting for these guys, I'm just trying to be realistic with my prediction. I think he's going to make it to the 3rd stage this time despite failing the jumping spider in the 1st stage, but I think he'll be thwarted by a different spider. The spider flip, which for those of you who don't know is actually kind of insane. And it's so high up, they actually have a Wile E. Coyote style camera right here where if you fall, they go and they watch you. It's actually, I find that quite hilarious that it's even there. But now let's go on to Yamada. No, not Koji Yamada, the All-Star, Katsumi Yamada, better known as Mr. Sasuke. How to put this nicely? Jumping Spider, 1st stage. I don't think he'll ever beat the 1st stage again. He hasn't since, what was it, Sasuke 11? 12? 12. Sasuke 12 was the last time he beat the 1st stage. I don't think he's going to do it again, ever. Age has just caught up with him, I'm afraid. If he gets past this, I doubt that he'll be able to make it past this at all. Can't make it past the warp wall. And even if he does, he'll just time out. Now, we don't know if Gunpei Shiratori is going to return. He has missed the last one because of his knee. He came back for 21 and beat the 1st stage, but in 20 he missed because of his back. So, I'm not sure, but I'm thinking if he does come back, because I'm not sure at the moment. He will fall victim to the slider jump. Last tournament it proved to be a very difficult obstacle, and I just don't see him passing it. He'll probably miss. I mean, he finished the 1st stage in 21 with very little time left, and he was winded. I just don't think he'll be able to pass this time. And then there's Kazuhiko Akiyama, the very first person to beat all 4 stages. We don't know if he's returning. He may not. Given his eyesight, that's always a big issue. He doesn't have very good eyesight. I don't think, however, he'll be able to get past the warped wall in the 1st stage. I just don't think that's going to happen. However, if he does happen, because the 2nd stage always takes place during night, there's no way he'll be able to get past the metal spin. Last time he attempted metal spin, he failed it. It's too small for him to see. He's basically trying to grab air due to his eyesight, so I just don't think it's going to happen. Now the last All-Star is Shingo Yamamoto. I think that it's finally his time to beat the 1st stage. He's goofed up a couple of times, he's come close a couple of times, but I think this is finally the time he beats the 1st stage, but because of his shoulder, and he has a history of the injured shoulder. Salmon ladder. I know that's a poor drawing, but salmon ladder he'll never be able to get past. And then let's just concentrate on some of the other people. People who went far less time. So Kano is the first one. He's the one who made it to the spider flip thing, went off course. I think realistically, actually that's where I want to put him instead. Somewhere in stage 2, late stage 2. So, metal spin, maybe? Metal spin? Who knows? Anyway, Ukiyama, he made it to the cliffhanger last time. I'm gonna guess and say that he's going to fail the first stage this time. I'm thinking late first stage, so one of these obstacles that are towards the end, or that big climb, that bridge. So any of the last 3 obstacles, I think he's going to fail or just time out on. It's a shame. I mean, I like him. I'm just, making predictions here. Lee Yan-chi. I love that guy. I think he has a good chance of making the final stage. He has a good chance, however, somewhere in the 3rd stage, he's going to fail. Anywhere. He failed cliffhanger last time. I think he's going to fail that again. It's always hard to say with predictions. And then there is Sato. He made it to the 2nd stage, and I think he will time out in the 1st stage this time. At some point, he will time out. Particularly the big neck climb at the end. So he's gonna fail that. That's what I think. And then there's the man who made further than any other competitor, Yuji. He made it to the final stage last time. Do I think he's going to make it to the final stage? I want him to. I just have this feeling that he's gonna slip up somewhere. Tough call. I called that. I said that he'll fail the ascending climb. The rock walls. Late in the 3rd stage, I think he'll just tire out this time around. Anything's possible. I just think, given the course difficulty, he might end up accidentally psyching himself out or something. I just don't see it happening. Ishimaru! Kenjiro Ishimaru. I think he's finally going to beat the 1st stage this time. Where he's going to fail in the 2nd stage, I have no idea. But I think he's finally going to beat the 1st stage. Now on to the Americans. For those who know, G4 sent 10 Americans. I think of those 10, 2 of them are going to pass the 1st stage. I am calling right now. 2 of them are going to pass the 1st stage. However, most of them, I think, are going to have trouble with this little guy, the jumping spider. But if that doesn't stop him, this will, the slider jump. However, I can see Levi probably will make it. I'm assuming that he made it to the top 10. I think he'll make it to the 2nd stage, maybe the 3rd stage this time. However, I have the most confidence this time around in David Campbell, who was the winner of ANC 4 last year, and he timed out the 1st stage, technically taking 6th place out of everyone, which is very impressive. However, I don't know. It's always hard to say because you can only base it on previous performances and stuff that you've seen. I do have faith in him making it to the final stage. I had faith in him last time. I still have faith in him. I think he can make the final stage. So David will reach this very large tower where you have to climb and then reach the button at the very top. I think he'll reach that tower. Will he make it and beat it? I do not know. But in the end, this is what I think about how many people are going to pass each stage. In the 1st stage, I think we're going to have 8 people pass. In the 2nd stage, I think of those 8, we're going to see 5 people move on. In the 3rd stage, I think of those 5 people, we'll actually see 1 person reach the final stage. But will any of them actually make but will someone actually beat the final stage and claim total victory, being only the third person to do so? Sorry, I just don't think it's gonna happen. But hey, maybe I'll be proved wrong. I'd love to be proved wrong with this situation. I would love to see someone make it to the final stage in 23, and someone beat the final stage. So, guess we'll have to wait Sunday to find out. And then afterwards, you'll hear my review. It should be pretty good. I have faith in it. But until next time, I'll see ya.